These are a few requisites, that is a person who a person who is eligible to make a contract should fulfill all these requisites. Person who are less than 18 years of age cannot go into a contract. Person with unsound mind, that is idiots, lunatics, drunkards, those people are not considered as having capacity to contract. Or persons disqualified by law, that is alien enemies, foreign sovereign, insolvents, convicts, corporations, barristers. These are the, in general, just try to understand that a person above age of 18 with a sound mind and should not be disqualified by law. All these persons are uh, eligible for making contracts. Now there is consent. Consent is an important criterion while entering into a contract. When two persons agree on the same thing in the same sense, it's termed as consent. The definition of consent is given in section 13 of the Indian Contract Act, which says that when two persons agree on the same thing in the same sense, it is termed as consent. So there must be a consent between the two persons. Fine. It should not be forceful. A contract without consent of any one of the party is not considered as a contract. ऐसा नहीं कि आप किसी को गन दिखा कर बोले कि ओके तुम 5 बजे वहां पर जरूर आना, आना पड़ेगा तुम्हें और मैं तुम्हें कॉफी पिलाऊंगा. Fine. The other person doesn't have any choice. Do he have a choice? No, because you have pointed a gun towards him. Now he have to come, but that was not his consent. Maybe he must be having a very important work back at home, and he had just left the work due to fear. That is not a consent. That is something forced by you. Fine. So there must be a consent. That is a mutual agreement. Mutually, both persons should be on the same platform, on the same point, that okay, if you are offering, I am coming, then it is called as consent, and this should be there in order to make an agreement or contract. Unlawful agreement. There must not be any unlawful agreement between two parties. And what are these unlawful agreements? दो पार्टीज में ऐसा नहीं कि कुछ भी अग्रीमेंट कर लीजिए, ठीक है. अब जैसे लेट्स सी दिस, अंडरस्टैंड दिस विद एन एग्जांपल. दो फ्रेंड्स हैं, टू फ्रेंड्स आर देयर, एंड वन सेज दैट ओके आई विल गिव यू 10,000 rupees, and in exchange of in turn you have to kill that person for me, right? That will not be a contract, because this whole agreement, the agreement जो दो लोगों के बीच में बन रहा है कि I will give you 10,000 rupees and you have to kill a person for me in return of that. This you cannot enforce by law. आप इसको law में enforce नहीं करा सकते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि illegal work है ना? See, so it is written that any illegal agreement cannot be termed as a contract. क्योंकि इसको आप law से enforceable जब तक करा नहीं पाएंगे तब तक वो contract बनता ही नहीं है. Anything immoral, right? There are two parties sitting and they are talking of, means they are talking on conditions like anything we can say which is immoral in our society, that is human trafficking you can say, or slavery, which is also immoral. All these types of thing, anything which doesn't suit to our culture or it is considered as immoral in our society, that cannot be a basis of a contract. Agreemental agreements against public policy. Public policies means the government policies which has been formulated for the activities. That agreement should not be against those public policies. Wager. Wager is a type of betting we can say. आपने betting सुनी होगी आपने, उसी को betting को ही wager कहते हैं. There is just a difference of a term. Wager term is used here in place of betting. Those things are also not considered as contracts. वो contracts नहीं होते हैं. Wager जो है contract नहीं होता है. So these are few types of unlawful activities based on which if an agreement is made, then that will not be considered as a contract. See, wager was a new term for you people, so I'm just giving you a brief understanding of this word. As per the Indian Contract Act, agreements entered into by way of wager are not enforceable. It is fine. Now, what is wager? Wager is a contract where one person promises to pay the other money on the happening of an uncertain future event. Exactly वही मैंने आपको बताया, just I told you, that is a type of betting. Uncertain future event. कल बारिश हो जाएगी तो मैं तुम्हें 10,000 रुपए दूंगा. कल बारिश नहीं होगी तो तुम मुझे 10,000 रुपए दोगे. इंडिया मैच हार जाती है तो मैं तुम्हें 10,000 रुपए दूंगा. इंडिया मैच जीत जाती है तो तुम मुझे 10,000 रुपए दोगे. इस तरह के जितने भी प्रोमिसेस होते हैं, इन सब आपकी, जिसको जनरली बेटिंग कहते हैं, बेटिंग टाइप की चीज होती है, सारे आपके वेजर के कैटेगरी में आते हैं, एंड वेजेस आर नॉट considered lawful or they cannot be considered as a contract. See, for example, A agrees to give rupees 1,000 to B if India wins the match on 24 August. B agrees to pay A the same amount if India does not win the match. The agreement is a wager and it is void. ये जो agreement है ये wager है, इसलिए ये void हो जाएगा, ये contract नहीं बन सकता है. Understood? Now, contingent contract. What do we mean by contingent contract? Contingent contract, also called as conditional contract. This is a synonym of the contingent contract. Conditional contract is a contract to do something or not to do something on the happening or non-happening of an event which is collateral to the contract. Contingent contracts cannot be enforced until the uncertain future event happens. If the uncertain future event becomes impossible, contingent contracts become void. See, there is a very little difference between contingent contracts and wager agreements, because see here you will see the word of until the uncertain future event happens. यहाँ भी वही word use हो रहा है ना. Contingent contracts cannot be enforced until the uncertain future events happens, but there is a little bit difference between contingent contract and wager, due to which contingent contracts are considered valid and wagers are considered invalid. And now we will see that what is that small difference. So for that, first of all, understand what is contingent contract. A agrees to sell his farmland to B if he wins the case involving his farmland. Okay? This is a case of contingent contract because of the performance of the contract is based on the happening of an uncertain event. The uncertain future event is winning the case. Fine. Here the thing is that ए को अपना जमीन कह रहा है कि मैं बी को बेच दूंगा, मैं तुम्हें अपनी जमीन बेच दूंगा, आई विल सेल यू माय फार्म, बट उस पर कोई केस चल रहा था, अगर मैं केस जीत जाता हूं तो मैं तुम्हें जमीन बेच दूंगा. अब यहाँ पे वेजिंग से क्यों अलग है, क्योंकि वो जमीन जो है दैट फार्म लैंड इज पर्सनल प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ ए, ठीक है, और उसको बेचना किसको है, बी को. ये दो पार्टीज ही सिर्फ इसमें इन्वॉल्व है, सी डी ई एफ, कोई भी थर्ड पार्टी का कोई इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं है, किसी का कोई इसमें इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, कोई स्टेक नहीं है, ठीक है. इसी तरह अगर ए कहता है कि अच्छा ठीक है, मेरी कार जो एक्सीडेंट हो गई थी, अगर वो इंश्योरेंस कंपनी उसके क्लेम्स एक्सेप्ट कर लेती है और वो फिर से चलने फिरने की हालत में हो जाती है, तो मैं तुम्हें अपनी कार बेच दूंगा. अगेन दैट कार इज द पर्सनल प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ ए, ठीक है. अब इसमें ये वर्ड क्यों यूज हुआ है, व्हाई दिस वर्ड इज यूज, दैट अनसर्टेन फ्यूचर इवेंट. ये अनसर्टेन फ्यूचर इवेंट कंटीजेंट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में क्या होते हैं, इस केस में है केस का decision whether A will win the case or not. In the example I gave you of car, in that whether insurance company will accept the refund the claims or not. Understanding? इसमें कोई और इन्वॉल्व नहीं है. जबकि वेजर में क्या हो रहा था, वेजर में किसी की कोई पर्सनल प्रॉपर्टी, इंडिया का कोई मैच किसी की पर्सनल प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है, दैट इज नॉट अ पर्सनल स्टेक. फाइन. बारिश होना, इसमें बहुत से लोग इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, है ना. बारिश होती है तो किसी को नुकसान हो सकता है, किसी को फायदा हो सकता है, इजंट इट. वो भी फ्यूचर के अनसर्टेनिटीज हैं, बट they are of the nature that a lot of people are involved in that. But in contingent contract there is no involvement of any third party. There are the differences between wager and contingent contracts are tabulated here. Wager is invalid, contingent is valid. In wager देर इज ऑलवेज अ रेसिप्रोकल प्रॉमिस. वेजर में हमेशा रेसिप्रोकल प्रॉमिस होती है. इंडिया में जीतेगा तो मैं पैसे दूंगा, तो हारेगा तो ऑब्वियसली तुम पैसे दोगे. वेडिंग यही होता है ना. बट सी हियर इन कंटीजेंट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट देयर इज नो रेसिप्रोकल प्रॉमिस. ए ने अगर केस जीत दिया तो बी को जमीन बेच देगा, बट बी कुछ नहीं कह रहा है. बी कह रहा है ठीक है, ओके, आई एम वेटिंग. If you will win the case, you will sell it to me. It's nothing like कि B is saying that okay, if you lose the case, then I will give you land. There is nothing like that. You have to remember this, that there is no reciprocal promise in contingent contract. Third parties don't have any interest in wager. Third parties may have an interest in contingent contract. See, just I told you that involvement was different thing, and here interest in the agreement. वेजर जो होता है उसमें थर्ड पार्टीज का इंटरेस्ट होता है, एंड इन कंटीजेंट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नोबडी इज इंटरेस्टेड वेदर यू आर आफ्टर विनिंग द case of your farmland, whether you are giving it to somebody or not giving it to somebody, nobody is going to. But in this thing is happens. For example, take the example of this cricket match. हो सकता है कि क्रिकेट मैच के बाद ए ने इंडिया के जीतने पे बी को पैसे दिए, तो मे बी दैट एनी गवर्नमेंट बॉडी कैन कम इन टू एक्शन, दैट हो सकता है कि ए ने उस मैच के साथ कुछ छेड़छाड़ की हो, विद द रिजल्ट मे बी मैच फिक्सिंग हैज बीन डन. ऑल दिस थिंग्स यू पीपल आर